Hello, I'm making a video game called Ohmfront. It's a dystopian stealth action game about recycling and avoiding being murdered. And it's also Ohmfront's development's birthday. Or, created project anniversary? Either way, I can hardly believe it's been a year since I started making Ohmfront. So this devlog's about looking back on the year of development, but not before some shiny new bits of code. Let's get to it. So let's talk about changes. Quite a few the game has had, but here's some of the latest. I went back into the inventory to add a handful of things.
This guy stinks!
So, items. Some are garbage, some are a bit more important, though both item types got some love this update. For the garbage, you can now click on an inventory slot to free up some space and chuck them in the mud next to you. Also, your items are no longer limited by slot count, but rather a total weight limit that you can carry. So, manage wisely. For the important stuff, I added a special classification for specific items the player will need to hold on to throughout some levels. Key items.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Let's put the key part in action. Here's a locked gate in the derelict auto shop's parking lot. You'll have to find a way to unlock this gate to get what you need, but watch yourself, it's definitely locked for a reason. I've set up an interactable on this gate, but I've added a new interaction type for dynamic interactions. The interaction changes based on whether or not a required item is within the player's inventory. Based on the interaction result, it'll play a sequence made from a timeline asset. It allows me to play animations, sounds, run functions, and more in precise order and timing. Can't open the gate? Best you get is a little jiggle. Once it's opened, deactivate the interactable, swing out the doors, take out the gate's collider, and send a signal to the environment's listener to rebuild the nav mesh. So now you can poke some doors. Great, though that's not the only reason we came here, right? Fret not, cause now we've got a mission manager. Popping open the inventory will list all your current tasks for the mission at hand. They'll represent the protagonist's short-term goals and inner monologue as he conducts his subtle sleuthery. The tasks themselves are coded around completing simple actions, like entering an area or collecting a specific item. Missions can be attached together to directly chain them after the previous task's completion. So now you can grab that special something and know when to get the hell out of Dodge. Another change I want to talk about is one that happened during some optimization. While debugging, I noticed that once every few seconds, boom, frame drop. It catches itself up for a few seconds and then whoom, another drop, over and over. I started plucking things out of the scene just to see what was causing it, but it was still happening even when all that's left was just the camera. Fun fact, the Unity profiler doubles as a ghost detector, because I guess my project just had cursed frames in it. And also, in reality, it doesn't do anything. So, zip everything went, and into a fresh project in the newer, long-term support version of Unity 2020. It went as expected. A bit of reattaching and updating later, and we're back in business. You know, nothing really prepares you for the realization of just how long making a game takes, compounded with being the sole developer on a hugely scoped project, while working a full-time job, and losing a never-ending war on procrastination. But hey, it's been a year. Well, a year-ish. Ohmfront had a couple versions before this one. Initially, the project was called Revolt, but it only got as far as the first devlog's controls content. Actually, Ohmfront might have been around in spirit since testing. This one also didn't get very far. There's a long road ahead, but in the coming year, I'm hoping to refocus and redouble my efforts in the project. I got some neat things in store that will hopefully be in the next devlog, but you know how it goes. Here's to another year of development, and enjoy your holidays. I'll spend mine doing the usual. Enjoy yourselves and take it easy out there.